Good morning, this is Randy. If you don't want to hear about my dating escapades, you can just flip this video off. Last night, I decided to get ready, go up to the local bar, which sometimes can be okay. Last night was particularly annoying. This is not like a youngster bar. It's just kind of like an old-time local bar that serves food and has karaoke, which I can't stand, but I went up there knowing that karaoke didn't start until 9. Got there at like 7:30. Um, Sat in the only open seat at this U-shaped bar, and there was just a lot of loud people on my left, um, cackling and talking about inappropriate, annoying stuff and drunkenness, and it included women. And then on the my right side, there were just four guys that were like eating dinner because they had appeared to just get off of work on a Saturday. Those hard-working guys that work their asses off and go up to the bar to eat. They knew each other, but none of them came together, so they seemed to be regulars. And a couple of the guys started talking, loud over me. I was between two guys that knew each other. So I just got up and moved to another open seat once one became available, and got, had a beer, and that was it. While I was having a beer, I got a message on the website, dating site, from some guy that lived pretty close by, and asking me if I wanted to go get a drink. So, you know, he got a lot of points there for spontaneity because I really like that. Plus, I was already out, and I figured to myself, why not? Why not? Um, wasn't attracted to the guy. He was a biker. I really don't like that at all. But I figure I'll just like extend the night. I told him I'd have like one or two drinks, and I went over to a different bar that he was headed up to. So this is a 50-year-old guy, and he was okay looking, I guess. And of course, he asked me why I don't smile. He's like putting his fingers up by his mouth, corners of his mouth, smiling, telling me to smile. Um, and he's seemingly this, jokester kind of at the beginning. And then after I told him what I did for a living, he said, "Oh, that must be why I don't smile." And I told him that I research sociopaths and narcissists and have a YouTube channel, and that's what I do in my free time. When I had a partner, I did all sorts of other things, but I did kinds of things that you do when you are with somebody, not necessarily when you're alone. So, he proceeded to tell me his life story because, what I do for a living, that's what people do. So, turns out his biological father abandoned him and appeared to be a narcissist, only cares about money and his things, moved away cross country, but when he was growing up, basically just wouldn't come and pick him up when he was scheduled to pick him up for visitation, and he would go over his house at another point and find dates on golf trophies, the dates that the father had made up that he had to work, and that's the reason why he didn't pick him up. Actually, the guy was at some golf outing. So he has no contact with his bio father, and his stepfather would beat him with brooms and rakes and shovels, knock him upside the head whenever he tried to defend his mother, who the stepfather also would beat. And so that's how this guy grew up, and he uses that joking, light, kind of smiley face to hide all that pain. Let's see, he told me he has anger problems. He married a woman who was 12 years older than him, and he called her bipolar and schizophrenic, and he got a domestic violence charge during that marriage, which he denied the severity of it, and it was because she wouldn't let him out of the house when he got angry, because he needed to go off by himself as a coping skill, and she guarded the door, and he claimed she's a nut job. Okay, so then let's see, he told me he worked for 20 years, grandfathered in as an engineer, but never went to college, and then they let him go. So for the past, looks like 8 years or so, he's been traveling around the country trying to get work, and has worked in 4 different states for 2 years. Let's see, his son is an adult, but he's got ADD, and this guy lives with his mother, and he was homeless for 2 years. Did I mention that? And let's see, but he's got a brand new Harley, and he decided to settle on a high-low driver job so that he could just stay in one place. He used to make $38 an hour. Now he makes $13 an hour. I had already bought the drink that I ordered before he came in, and so he didn't even pay for my drink, and I guess by the end of it I was glad, because the guy doesn't have any real extra money to spend. Oh, by the way, his sweatshirt was the outline of the state of Michigan with the word beer in it in the middle of the state, and he told me he got that at Myers. But anyway, that was the extent of the date. I had 1 beer, and the beer was really tasty. That was the best part. It was a blackberry IPA, so the band was loud. See, the guy smoked cigarettes. Not a problem for me, but I'm just mentioning it. And then he walked me to my car. It was whatever. It was no more or less than I had expected it to be. So, of course, he likes me, and texted me when I got home, and then at 2:30 in the morning sent a message through the website, because I got home at midnight. 2:30 in the morning, he sent a message through the website. So sexy, and a smiley face. So, yeah, so I don't not looking forward to how I get rid of this one who has, poured his heart out to me, told me I really like you. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I get for dating, I guess. Have a good day.